Why are you crying?
The bobcat. It got the mother rabbit.
Stop crying. I'll get that bobcat for you. Don't cry anymore. I came here to be the best fighter in the whole world. That's just a bobcat. It won't be any problem at all for me.
Why are you wasting your time here? You have better things to be doing. You are weak.
She needed my help. I'm not weak.
Why are you still wearing this idiotic trinket? We will get rid of it.
No! What are you doing?
No son of mine will be this weak. I'll make sure of it.
Stop! Put me down. Let me go. Let me go!
Lions push their cubs over a cliff and raise only the ones that climb back up.
Dad, please don't. You can't do this to me.
If you're truly my son, then you'll be able to climb back up.
Please don't.
Please don't! Stop it!
It was a dream. Every night, that same dream. Why now, after so long?
Kazuyaよ、お前に三島を継ぐ資格があるか見せてもらうぞ。わしが率いる三島財閥主催の格闘技大会。そこは 史上最強を求めた格闘家たちが全世界から集う部の共演じゃった。あまたの格闘家たちも所詮わしの敵ではなかった。奴以外は奴はわしから全てを奪い去った。力こそ全てだ。俺は手に入れた圧倒的な力を。この大会が俺の波動を飾る最初の一歩となる。
You're looking at the unknown life form that was caught by this fishing boat in the Inga Islands 2 weeks ago. The locals, believing it to be a dinosaur, became quite excited. It was stolen before our inspection team was able to secure it. Despite that setback, our team was able to collect cells from the fishing net and begin testing them in the laboratory. Luckily, the quality of the samples were sufficient to yield a complete genetic analysis. Here's the report.
Impossible. These must be wrong.
Yes, it would appear so. The gene combination described in that report could not exist in nature. Barring an unexpected alien invasion last month, those cells must have been man-made. Humaida.
That's a multi-gene life form.
As you are well aware, the production of Humaida, as well as all types of human cloning, was banned by the Darwin Treaty 8 years ago. We at 3WC cannot ignore this extremely troubling discovery.
But who would go to all this trouble? And for what?
Have you heard of the Mishima conglomerate?
Of course I have. They've been on an acquisition spree for several years now. They own almost 70% of the world's defense industries. They're a huge conglomerate.
That's right. There's a rumor that Mishima is preparing for a war. This is a very dangerous company.
A war?
I want you to begin investigating the Mishima conglomerate. There's a possibility they're producing bioweapons in direct violation of the Darwin Treaty.
You're kidding me! Mishima headquarters is on a remote cluster of islands, and it's guarded like a sacred fortress. It's impossible an army would have trouble getting in. What is this?
An invitation to a martial arts competition that Mishima sponsors. And there's your name, Kazuma Jun.
A martial arts competition?
That's right. It's held each year at the center of the Mishima headquarters. In fact, it's held on the island where the head of the conglomerate, Heihachi Mishima, is said to reside. He rarely allows himself to be seen in public, and very few people know what he looks like.
It's him. So, that's the reason.
Heihachi Mishima is also a legendary fighter and is quite famous in martial arts circles. The best fighters in the world come to his competition to fight for the $1 billion first prize, as well as the prestigious title. There should be an impressive collection of talent on display during the tournament. Of course, with your considerable skill, it is quite possible that you could win the event.
Kazuma Ryu wasn't meant for show. There's that feeling again. It's like a bad premonition. Who are you?
Oops. Sorry about that. You really are a student of the old school Kazuma Ryu, aren't you? Hmm? I didn't believe it could be a petite woman like you. I just had to see it for myself. I know it was rude not to introduce myself first. Please forgive me. I'm Lei Wulong of the Hong Kong International Police Force. I received an invitation to Mishima's event as well. The 3WC asked me to work with you in the investigation.
I don't know how you managed to get an invitation with that skill. Maybe you're actually working for the Mishima Corporation.
Maybe we guys just have a weakness for pretty women.
If you have to be there, please just don't get in my way.
Don't underestimate Mishima. It was no coincidence that we got these invitations. They know exactly who we are and what we do. If we're careless, this invitation could be a flattering one-way ticket to hell. This is the island where the event will take place. It's supposed to be the resort island for the officers of the Mishima conglomerate. However, according to the information from a U.S. surveillance satellite, there's a huge plant below the island here. We're fairly certain it's an advanced weapons testing facility.
You got this from the U.S. military?
These days, there's always somebody who will sell you the information you want. Just don't ask too many questions. The real problem is going to be getting into the underground facility. Did you want some more coffee?
No, thanks.
I heard there was a bombing at a hotel downtown last night.
How much damage was there?
Just one room was destroyed, and so far no one has reported any casualties. According to the hotel manager, the room was vacant last night. We questioned some guests, though, and some reported hearing gunfire. I think someone's pressuring the manager to keep quiet. Oh, we better hurry. I think that's our boat to hell.
Look, if you don't have a pass, I can't allow you on board. If someone told you otherwise, they were wrong. Now leave before you get hurt!
Get back!
This girl and I need to get on the boat.
You're a fool. Get back. We'll shoot.
The Mishima Corporation may own this ship, but it's now under police jurisdiction. I would slowly put those guns down if I were you.
Hey, Motormouth, you could fight a little.
Huh? I'm trying not to get in your way.
You two are idiots!
What's going on down there?
Mr. Lee? This damn behemoth is demanding to be allowed on board!
Very interesting. Bruce! I have a little game for you. Fight this man, and if you win, you can participate in my father's contest.
I know that man.
Is he a fighter?
Bruce Arvin. He's a former world champion of kickboxing. I never thought he'd become a bodyguard for Mishima.
Do not be worried. I'm not going to lose. Stay back. This fight will be dangerous.
Oh, that's very touching. Sorry your little girl has to see this. Come on! You're gonna hate me for this. You're not as good as you think, are you? Ah! What the hell are you?
Well, you surprised me. Very well then, you may board. It's time to leave.
A fighter with a little girl?
Poor girl. I think she's really sick.
Huh?
I felt her spirit fading while she was standing there. And that man. He's like a mannequin. I felt nothing from him at all. So these are the fighters that are going to be in the contest.
And every one of them could kill you in a second. It looks like you're not the only woman who thinks she can live through this. She looks a little skinny to be a world champion fighter, though, doesn't she?
When are you going to stop harping on and on about how weak and helpless women are? Look at her. It looks like something's bothering her. She looks so sad.
She does look like she's got a lot on her mind.
So, Kazuya wasn't able to join us after all. I don't believe for a second that he's afraid. Huh?
It's close. That same dark, awful feeling.
Hey, it's his brother? I thought Mishima's only son was his adopted son, Li Qiaolan. That's interesting. I wonder if he's been training for the event.
Don't cry. Please stop crying. Stop crying. I'll get that bobcat for you. Don't cry anymore.
I've had dreams about that time. That's the boy. But now he has such a cold spirit.